That's what it kind of shows. Not too much, just a little bit there. Shows you're kind of ready to move on now with things, that's for sure. The children are very faint on your hand, but there are between 1 or 2 children showing. Now, because the line's changed as little as 2 to 3 months, that could show up stronger, and that kind of might show on the right hand. I don't know. But there's like 1 that kind of stands out, and maybe 2 there. I think there seems to be, you know, like little bits of stress coming up and down until possibly it's a lot less when this change happens. Still got that nice lifeline and protection there as well. It shows you do have a kind of a good sense of rhythm and timing, so that would be great for dancing and acting. I'll just get my glasses, my magnifying glass, see what goes on. Otherwise, I can't see much. People say, "Oh, read my hand." I say, I can't really see at the moment. So, well, it's nice to meet you, Hannah.
Nice to meet you as well.
And hopefully, I will give you a nice reading.
Yeah.
Do you use your right hand for writing?
Yes.
I'm going to look at the left hand first.
Okay.
So the left hand is always, well, not always, but in a developed way, it's more like this is what you've been given on the left hand. And that's what you're making of your life. Or it's like the hopes and wishes, things we'd like to achieve, and the right hand's what you're making of your life. In India, they would read the left hand for a woman, right hand for a man. I think maybe even China, it could be reversed than that. Yeah. Let's look at the back of the hands. Lovely nails.
Thank you. I love getting my nails done.
A ring on this finger kind of shows you like to be in control there, you know, a little bit of power. Okay, you've got very nice warm energies. That's great for, well, I always feel that energy, and I always say great for healing, but it could be helping people in any way and that, on that level. I'll just bring that down a bit. And I'll check the fingerprints as well. Okay. That shows you're an easygoing person. See what else we got. See a few countries on your hand for travelling then. Now, you did mention before you were from Portugal, so that line there could possibly be somewhere like that.
Okay.
Yeah. But there are faraway countries also showing. Have you been to, like, well, Portuguese, have you been to Brazil?
I haven't, but I've always wanted to go to America.
America, really? Okay.
And live there, so.
Oh, yeah, well, it's somewhere far away on your hand anyway, so maybe that could be it in the future. It kind of shows you may always return home, but you are adventurous. It shows that on your hand as well. Okay, you've got a nice strong and long lifeline. And a little bit of protection around you from accidents, illnesses, travelling. It doesn't always stop things happening. And it's not uncommon, but it is a backup. And I mean, I'm not working as a medium, but it looks like you might have one watching over you in the spirit world.
Okay.
And that, well, I don't know. Sometimes it can be a grandparent or someone like that.
Yeah.
Did you have someone close to you?
I think it would be my mum's grandma, so my great-grandma.
Okay, yeah. And it shows you have a lot of wisdom to tune into people. That's good. A significant time in people's lives is kind of this late 20s, really. And it does show a little bit of a big change there. How old are you now?
25.
Okay, so, you know, in 2 to 3 years' time, that will be quite a significant change. It looks like there will be opportunities for you there. Okay. It could be traveling, moving, could be a relationship. You know, that will be a very important time around that time for you. Okay. When's your birthday?
8th of June.
Ah, Gemini. I like to be busy. The twins are that.
Yeah.
Shows a little bits of stress, but
Yeah.
kind of, maybe going even back quite a way as well. But it doesn't look like things you can't deal with.
Yeah.
And that's probably, in a way, I suppose, with a Gemini, that's probably good because you're kind of moving on. You can sort of get on with things and that. It does show you can give a lot of yourself to other people. I think there's a good balance of emotions there, and a good mentality, strong mentality, working with people and that kind of thing. Yeah. Good memory. Shows you have good memory. Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah, it did show. It does show on your hand a significant change, but that can be any time, moving countries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that could have been from the past.
Yeah.
Maybe even in the future and that. I'm just kind of looking on the outer edges, and then we'll sort of zoom in a bit, actually. Okay. Looks like you're going to be busy for many, many years to come. You'll always be doing something.
That's good.
Probably because you'll get bored if you're not working.
Yeah, I have to be busy.
And you will definitely be in some kind of authority with people.
Okay.
Whether that's management or some other position.
Yeah.
When you mention America, would it be like California, Florida, or anywhere like that?
Yeah.
California?
Yeah, more California.
Yeah, I thought it did look more like West Coast rather than East Coast.
Yeah.
Career is kind of self-made, and it does show, which is kind of for most people. Obviously, you need to enjoy what you're doing, otherwise you would get bored and that kind of that like that. I see. I see a new beginning for your career, which doesn't look like it's started yet.
Okay.
So that's going to be. And then there will be a decision to be made about that. It looks like a fairly steady path. I'm not sure if there are kind of maybe two choices in the beginning. There's sort of two there, but it goes into one. So I don't know whether you make up your mind or maybe there's two options. I'm not sure. No, but then you make a decision and then it just goes straight ahead and that. There is a good success that comes from in the future at some point outside sources, which can be if you've got your own business or some kind of self-employment. That can be. Was that your intention?
Yeah, I'm self-employed, like mixture of self-employment. I have my own business as well.
Oh, you got it. You have it already, do you? Okay. I was going to get to the business, and I could see a business there, but I wasn't sure exactly when it was coming. Actually, oh, that's really great. Yeah, I mean, it shows always working with people, and that kind of thing. Good success is showing, but I mean, I was thinking like maybe I'm out of time, out of timing, but it did look like there was a career waiting to happen for you. So I don't know. You're working at the moment?
Yeah, so I work like stage door, but that's not what I want to do. What I want to do is like my own business with jewelry and also acting, which is like self-employed. Which is
okay, well maybe that's what it is, the acting that's yet to come and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because it does show something that carries on for many years. Let's see about this one. Yeah, I mean, I just feel there's still something there for you to start.
Okay.
It did show a little bit of a setback in the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, acting's not an easy profession,
No,
so
it's not.
it might be something like that. And then
Yeah.
you really, then you, I don't know, it looks very good on the hand, and that, you know,
Okay.
it looks really strong.
That's good.
And it will carry on for many years. Good success is shown. Okay. I mean, like I said, when you get to that late 20s, that will also be a big time for some kind of opportunity for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I know most people that are doing acting always want to end up in California,
Yeah.
LA or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
It's not easy out there,
Yeah,
but,
it's not.
you know. But it shows on your hand, you know, somewhere far like that. And it goes on for many years, like I said, the career. Okay. It shows you can have a long-lasting relationship with somebody, whoever it might be in the future.
That's good.
That will carry on. There might be a slight idealism there. So if you're choosing a partner, you might set your standards quite high, which is okay, but it could take a little longer sometimes to meet that person.
Yeah.
I can see you're independent. That's okay. Sometimes they can conflict, a little bit of strong independence and idealism. It's kind of like, well, I don't know. It's relaxing. Do you know what I mean? So if you weren't with anybody, it's actually relaxing and not worrying about where it's going. You know what I mean? Just remaining in the present time and just allow it to flow. Really, that kind of thing. 20. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening, even late 20s, emotionally, and like I said before, on a mental plane. Let's see what else shows that. I think there seems to be, you know, like little bits of stress coming up and down until possibly it's a lot less when this change happens. I mean, whether that's coming up now or just in the very near future, but it will open up and you'll be maybe more relaxed or something like that, you know. Have you had a lot of stress in the past?
Yeah, I'm a very stressful person.
Really, yeah.
But I think recently I've been aware to it, so I'm dealing with it.
Yeah, this is it. When we're aware, when it's in the conscious state, then we can deal with things, and that's the most important. And that maybe is around now then, I'm seeing, because I did see quite a bit of stress in the past, and that, but then something opens up. He shows you, I see a little bit of melancholiness. So it's funny, isn't it? The Gemini is like, you know, communication, helping, not help, but communicate with people, but maybe you burn yourself out sometimes. So you need that little bit of a detachment from the world.
Yeah.
And that's what it kind of shows. Not too much, just a little bit there. Shows you're kind of ready to move on now with things, that's for sure. And another thing which can be quite common with people is you can give a lot of yourself. You give a lot of your energy out to people.
Yeah.
So that's another one which is great to do that, but you just got to find the balance.
Yeah.
You know, to know when to just you're not being drained of energy and that sort of thing. I'm not too sure about this, but I'm just going to ask, do you get any allergies or anything? Do you have any allergies?
A little bit. So, I feel like they've developed more recently, but I'm allergic to cats, I'm allergic to dust. My mum's really, really allergic to things, like heavily allergic, and I'm like a little bit less.
That's right, okay. Yeah, it showed something, but I wasn't sure. You know, sometimes it doesn't happen with people, and sometimes it's there and that, you know. I mean, well, I mean, I'm not working as a doctor, but the health line on your hand, they look pretty solid and that, that looks quite good. Maybe a bit of digestive issues there.
Yeah, I have IBS.
Oh, you got the IBS, okay. Quite often that shows up around the stomach area on the hands there, but I didn't see it too much on this hand, but I do see the stress there.
Yeah.
A little bit of a blockage, again, not too much, but a little bit of a blockage on the creative side. So, like, you make your own jewellery, do you?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, that's really creative and that. But sometimes maybe, I don't know, something needs to be flowing a little bit more and that, just that maybe with the acting might help you to express things and that,
Yeah.
Okay, so there's definitely a decision yet to come in your work, in a career, which hasn't happened yet. And so that looks really fulfilling because it just really is strong and that is positive. Okay, I think I've got everything on this hand I can see actually. I'll just check on the side there. So coming to the relationships on this hand, always the hardest subject, the trickiest subject, as it takes two or more people.
Yeah.
There's like relationships that break, and then it kind of rejoins, and I don't know, that may not be the same person. It could be just, layers of moving on with other people.
Yeah.
Potentially there is a long relationship. Communications is very important with each other, and that's really important. There's a relationship that could carry on for many years, but I'm just seeing this kind of little bit of a break, and I'm not sure if it's the same person or whether it continues with somebody else and that. Are you in a relationship at the moment?
No, I've broke up a relationship like 3 years. It was 3.5 years.
Right.
Yeah, we've been broken up.
Okay. Well, there is an element of like, I mean, this might have been in the past. You do your thing, partner does theirs. So you're kind of keeping that independence there, in a way. But it doesn't have to be necessarily like that in the future. I see something, I don't know, sometimes we just have to go through life and gain the experience with other people until you find the right one. And that will happen. The children are very faint on your hand, but there are between 1 or 2 children showing. Now, because the line's changed as little as 2 to 3 months, that could show up stronger and that kind of might show on the right hand, I don't know. But there's like one that kind of stands out and maybe 2 there. Do you think you'd like children in the future?
Yes, but the maximum was like 2. I wanted twins.
Did you? Twins? Oh yeah. They are quite, I mean, they look very close together. I usually see a marking of twins, but not always. So I'm not seeing the markings of twins, but they're, oh, hang on, I'm saying that, maybe I am seeing it. No, actually, I might be able to see that. There's can be a Y shape. Sometimes when you get a Y shape, that can be twins sometimes. And it's just a very faint marking here, coming down here. I don't know, so possibly. Did you feel that you were going to have twins?
It's weird, I always have, and I don't know why. Yeah. Because nobody in my family has twins.
Right.
At all.
Because
I don't know.
That's weird, because I've seen a lot of women, and they said, oh, I don't know why, but I feel like I'm going to have twins. So possibly, I told someone when I worked in Camden once, Camden Lock, I said, I'm sure there's twins on your hand. 5 years later, she came past us, my place, and said, oh, there's the twins you were talking about. But it's kind of touch and go, can't be 100% sure.
Of course.
And sometimes it can be, well, with other people it can be their families, but you've got no one around you with twins and that kind of. So yeah, I mean there could also be a relationship that still there in the future, that a little bit of that distance between you, but then something carries on, and that could be sometimes if they're not in the same place as you, another country.
Yeah.
Or it could be emotional distance, you know what I mean? Sometimes not physical, but you're not sure about them, or maybe you're just busy and it's like you're getting on with your thing.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of travelling on your hand there for the future. Okay. Okay, let's go to the right hand. So this right hand is more confirmation. Shows you definitely think too much, you know. You maybe worry about things. You also like to do your own thing, regardless of what people may ask you to do or tell you, say to you. Shows possibilities of writing or something like that as well. Maybe not sure with the I mean, designing your own jewellery. That's also very creative. So I don't know. Have you done? You haven't done any writing at all, have you?
I used to do writing, not like publishing, but just poems. I like short writing. I don't do plays.
Well, you never know. You know, if you're doing acting, you might want to get into writing scripts in the future or something like that. Yeah, the real markings that show up on you is that you need glasses, which you're doing. You're wearing them. That is very common when I see that on people's hands. Yeah. Sometimes they resist it though. They said, "Oh, yeah, I do need them, but I'm not when I'm wearing them now."
No, I love seeing, so I need to see.
Still got that nice lifeline and protection there as well. It shows you do have a kind of a good sense of rhythm and timing, so that would be great for dancing and acting. Success is still yet to come. More success is there, and that, yeah. Um, 20. Yeah, it's very common, these sort of cycles in our lives, but the late 20s really does show up. I mean, I'm saying late 20s, 27, 28. Yeah. It seems to be a big one for you. A lot of opportunities. Maybe it takes you to the States then, because it will be an important time for moving as well. Yeah, you know, the countries, the lines change, and the countries could show up stronger in the future as well. And I can see places like America there, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's not really hitting me at the moment, so that could come in the future, though, you know, that will really change, you know. But I would definitely say if it's anywhere, it's more like California or somewhere. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to know sometimes which path you're going to take, really. But I do see something that you really enjoy. So whatever that is, you will continue with that. Yeah, that's good. Some people just need to do their own thing, you know, rather than work in an office 9 to 5. Well, this hand is showing a nice, strong relationship anyway. It's not showing me the children at the moment, but I did see something on there anyway. And that carries on. The relationship builds. It's sort of, like I said, I'm not sure if there's a bit of a distance in the beginning or something like that, but then it builds and it becomes stronger anyway, whatever it is. And that carries on. I see on this hand, it can show two major relationships. So what's the longest time in the past that you've had a relationship on?
The 3.5 one.
Right, okay. So it might have been, that's probably what I have seen as a past one, but there is one in the future that goes on. So looking on that hand, which I usually get more results from, there is a little bit of that kind of little bit going here and a little bit of jumping and moving around, which could be the same person in the future. But then it seems to carry on. Then it becomes more solid. Well, this hand is showing a good balance on a mental outlook and mentality and emotions as well. That's great. And it definitely shows you can achieve things, put your mind to it. Shows a little bit of stress there, but I think, it's just that awareness, as you said, being aware of it. And, if it gets too much, just relax, switch off if you can. Not easy to do for a child. But both hands show being in some authority at some point in your life, whatever it is. I mean, it could be even acting or something like that, with a team and that. But you would definitely be. You're not employing anyone at the moment, are you?
No.
No. I don't know. That will come in the future anyway. Okay. Not too much else to say. There's a good success there. Two things can bring in money for you anyway, but one becomes much more, well, it shows up a lot stronger in the future anyway, which kind of hasn't happened yet. Again, I'm not quite sure about this one. Just going to ask you, has there been any kind of family, I don't know, we all get family issues, but any sort of problems like interfering in your lives with families or anything like that?
Like my family or like family of a relationship or anything?
Something, anything at all with where it's caused some issues or something like that.
I think so. Well, my family's really there's a lot of drama in it, like both on my mum and my dad's side. And there's a lot of interfering, a lot of drama, a lot of speaking. I just tend to stay out of it because I can't deal with it.
Yeah,
So
maybe that's why you have to detach and disappear. The other side of the world. And come back occasionally.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know it's not easy. I mean, we all get something going on with families and that. But I just saw, little bits of things crossing over the line, interference and all that.
Yeah.
And I think often that can be stress related as well, can't it? Your parents are still together?
Yeah, they're still together.
Okay. Okay. I see changes later on, like I can see in your 30s and going on, new beginnings, opportunities coming up, different things happening. I try not to project, unless something really jumps out at me, I try not to project too far down the line.
Yeah.
It's kind of more, I like to work more in the present, potential future, but bringing out the potentiality, because we are, well, we're making our future in the present. You know?
Exactly, yeah.
So it's all about being here. There's relationships strong on that hand. Okay, I think that's about it really. Just seeing if anything jumps out at me. 20. I would definitely feel you will make a big change in by 27, 28, and possibly moving, you know, whether that's going to the States or somewhere like that, making a big decision there. You know. Uh, 30. Yeah, there's a little bit of stress still there. I mean, most of the stress on that hand, it's just most of it's coming down now.
Yeah.
But I could just see a little bit of flaring up. It could even be, like I've said before, getting to that point of 27, 28, and I don't know, something flares up, and then you just change your life again, you know, and move on. So I think that's all I can see and say, really. Yeah, everything looks pretty solid there. And you can definitely achieve things. Put your mind to it, that's for sure. Okay. Actually, more look at that on the side. It's a very distant country. Looks stronger than all the other countries. So it might, it could easily be what your wish will be there. Now, for moving out there. Okay, I think that's it. And like I said, you're going to be busy for many years to come, because you'll get bored if you stop working. I think that's it. I can't see anything else there. Let me just look at the back of the hand again. Nice ring.
Thank you.
What is that? Is that what stone is it?
I have no idea. My mum's
It's like
ring.
a cameo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. Okay.
That ring actually came back to me. I lost it.
Really?
Yeah, I lost it a year ago, and it came back.
Oh wow, that's amazing. That. Yeah, I always believe if it's meant to be, it will definitely return. Okay, I'm just having one more look. Sometimes when I look away and come back, I see different things. No, it's all looking pretty good. You know, we all get ups and downs in our lives. Nothing's perfect, really, but it definitely shows you can achieve things. You know, there's no doubt with that one. Relationships might be a bit tricky in the beginning, but you can sort that one out as time goes on. Yeah, that's about it, really.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much. Lovely.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
And the lines do change, so you know, nothing's permanent. We have the choice to make decisions and that kind of thing, which is good. Do you go back to Portugal?
We used to go like every year. Now I go every other year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which is nice.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Thank you.